The night was colder than usual in Queens, New York. The streets were littered with the faint glow of neon signs, flickering above shuttered stores, while the air carried the restless hum of a city that never truly slept. Inside a tiny, dimly lit apartment on the third floor of a worn-down brick building, Amir Qureshi sat at the edge of his bed, staring at a letter he'd been too afraid to open. The letter had come from Pakistan, his mother's handwriting unmistakable. It had been 2 months since he last spoke to her. Life here was brutal, the long shifts at the gas station, the rent always due, and the gnawing loneliness of a city that seemed to swallow men like him whole. Amir had come to America with dreams that had grown out of the dust of Lahore's narrow streets. Here, if you work hard, you can become anything, his uncle had told him. But the truth was harsher: work hard, and you'd barely survive. Tonight, though, something felt different. Something in the way his fingers trembled as they ripped open that envelope. The letter. Amir Beta, the letter began. I did not want to tell you this, but you must know. Your younger brother, Daniyal, he has disappeared. Amir froze. His heart pounded as the words blurred on the page. Daniyal, the one who had laughed the loudest, who always chased after dreams bigger than himself, gone. His mother wrote that Daniyal had last been seen with some dangerous men tied to money lending and drugs. Rumor was he'd gotten himself deep into debt. Nobody knew where he was now. Amir's eyes burned, not just from grief but from guilt. He was the older brother. He had left Daniyal behind, promising he'd send money, promising he'd protect the family. Yet here he was, thousands of miles away, counting pennies to keep his own head above water. The gas station. The following night, Amir stood behind the counter of the BP gas station where he worked, the hum of fluorescent lights overhead. A man came in, tall, broad-shouldered, face half covered by a hood. He didn't buy gas. He didn't buy cigarettes. Instead, he dropped a small, worn photograph onto the counter. Amir's breath caught. The photo was of Daniyal. You're Amir, right? The man asked, his voice low and steady. Amir could barely nod. You want to see your brother again? His stomach turned to ice. Where is he? What did you do to him? The man leaned closer. Not here. Meet me tomorrow night. 11 p.m. On Roosevelt Avenue. Under the bridge. And just like that, he was gone. The meeting. The next night, Amir stood under the bridge, the city roaring above. The man arrived, not alone this time. 2 others flanked him, shadows in the dim light. Your brother owes us $50,000, the man said. He ran. He thought he could disappear. But he couldn't. Family pays family's debt. Amir's knees nearly buckled. 50,000? I don't have that kind of money. I can barely. Then you'll work it off, the man interrupted. We need someone clean, someone unnoticed. Someone like you. And then came the unbelievable part. They wanted Amir to move packages, drugs hidden inside deliveries across the city. If he did this, they said, his brother would live. If not, Amir felt trapped in a nightmare. The choice. For weeks, Amir became something he had never imagined. By day, the quiet gas station clerk. By night, a courier for men who owned the streets. Each delivery weighed heavier on his soul. He prayed no police officer ever stopped him, prayed his mother never found out. Every time he handed over a package, he whispered Daniyal's name, as if reminding himself why he was doing this. But deep down, a question gnawed: was Daniyal even alive, or was this just a cruel trick? The twist. One freezing January night, Amir was ordered to deliver a black duffel bag to an address in Brooklyn. He climbed the worn steps of a brownstone and knocked. The door opened. And standing there, alive, beaten but breathing, was Daniyal. Amir's world tilted. His missing brother was part of this. The men hadn't lied. Daniyal owed them. But he wasn't a prisoner. He was working for them, too. What have you done? Amir whispered. Daniyal looked away, shame in his eyes. I had no choice, I thought I could make money fast. I thought I could send it to MI. But I got in too deep. Amir wanted to scream, to shake him, to demand why he had dragged their family name into filth. But instead, all he felt was a hollow ache. The breaking point. A week later, Amir made a decision. He couldn't keep living like this, in the shadows, haunted by fear. He went to the police. He told them everything: names, addresses, routes. He begged them, don't punish my brother. He's young. He can change. Take me, not him. The officers listened. They promised protection. But promises in America, Amir learned, were fragile. The final night. It was late when Amir left the police station, rain slicking the streets. As he walked back toward his apartment, a black SUV slowed beside him. The window rolled down. The same hooded man leaned out, eyes like burning coals. You thought you could betray us, he said quietly. Family pays family's debt. The gunshot echoed louder than thunder. Amir collapsed onto the wet pavement, blood spreading across his chest. The world blurred: the neon lights, the pounding rain, the rush of footsteps he couldn't place. His last thought was of his mother's letter, her trembling words, and the face of a boy who had once looked up to him. Epilogue. Weeks later, a small funeral was held in Queens. A handful of co-workers came, a few distant relatives. Daniyal was there, standing silently beside the grave, tears cutting down his face. Amir had died trying to save his brother. And Daniyal, broken, guilty, was left to carry the unbearable truth, that sometimes love is not enough, that sometimes sacrifice becomes the only language left between brothers. Unbelievable, but true.